For most people, this mini SUV represents the beginning of a new era. So, you've just graduated or started a new job and are looking for something trustworthy, something that will always be ready to hit the road at any given time. Well, before the Cross, I would have said get the Baleno or Toyota Starlet. Well, let me put it like this. You know that feeling when a regular car puts on hiking boots and says, "Let's go places"? That's the Toyota Starlet Cross. It's the love child of the city-slicking Starlet and a weekend in Dahlstrom adventurer. Slightly taller, slightly bolder, and just enough rugged attitude to make you think, maybe I don't need a full-blown SUV after all. In this video, we're going to look at Toyota's stab at the budget crossover scene. And while it's not breaking records or redefining performance, it's a car that understands the brief. Practical, slightly elevated, and just stylish enough to be seen at the school pickup line without feeling embarrassed. So then, without any further waste of time, let's look at what powers the Toyota Starlet Cross. Underneath the hood is a naturally aspirated 1.5-litre engine pushing out 77 kilowatts of power and 138 newton meters of torque. It's not going to throw your head back, but it does throw a punch when you ask nicely. From 0 to 100 kilometers per hour, let's say eventually. But it's not the sprint that matters, it's the cruise. 100. So then, how is its long distance performance? Well, I drove from Gauteng to Limpopo and back, and I'll be honest, at first I was skeptical. With that modest power output, you expect the Starlet Cross to wheeze when the road gets steep, but select the right gear, plant your foot, and it overtakes with surprising confidence. It's the sort of car that rewards smart driving. Know your revs, know your power band, and it's all good. You're probably there wondering, is it comfortable? Well, let me put it to you like this. It's comfortably sprung with a ride soft enough for potholes and gravel. The seats are well padded, cloth upholstered, and supportive enough for long hauls. At 1.86 meters tall, I had no issue getting into a comfy driving position. And surprisingly, rear seat space didn't vanish entirely. Toyota has nailed the sitting ergonomics for the average South African family. Or should we say Suzuki Toyota? But for what it's worth, let's keep it as Toyota. Despite my rather enthusiastic driving style, I averaged 7.3 liters per 100 kilometers, which is impressive. Driven gently, you'd easily dip into the sixes. Toyota claims an average fuel consumption of 5.6 liters per 100 kilometers. And what about noise levels? Yes, there's wind noise at higher speeds. Tire roar creeps in on coarse roads, and once you get to higher revs, the engine makes sure you know it's working. But again, this isn't the Lexus. And for the price point, the noise levels are manageable. In terms of night driving, you have LED lighting up front, which makes nighttime driving a breeze. The beams are well focused and offer solid visibility without dazzling oncoming traffic. Rear lighting features the LED light bar. In traffic, the Starlet Cross behaves like its hatchback sibling. Easy to maneuver, light on the clutch, and small enough to sneak through gaps. A stress-free urban companion. If you've been following the channel, you'll actually know that I don't like manual vehicles in traffic. Surprise, surprise, this was a bit different. The clutch is soft, and that makes it quite easy to actually maneuver yourself in traffic situations. Without any further waste of time, let's take a look at its exterior and its interior. Up front, you get a slightly more aggressive grille, a hint of rugged cladding, and forked skid plates for that adventurous look. From the side, the elevated stance and roof rails distinguish it from the regular Starlet. At the rear, it's clean, slightly raised, and just sporty enough. The rear lights are neat and the hatch opens wide. I must say it's one of those cars that you regard as rather quite cute. Once the hatch is open, you have access to a boot capacity of 304 liters with the seats up and 1009 liters with the seats folded down. Worry not, with the seats up, it'll swallow groceries, gym bags, and maybe a couple of overnight suitcases. With the seats dropped, well, let's just say you'll have additional space. Now, let's talk about the interior. You have a simple, functional, and clean dashboard layout with no surprises. The semi-digital instrument cluster gives you key information at a glance. Nothing flashy, but does the job. You have an infotainment system which is responsive with smartphone integration. Touchscreen isn't ultra slick but works well. The seats feature cloth upholstery and are soft and breathable. They are comfortable for long drives, I must say. You have wireless charging and USB ports front and back. It's practical with cup holders and some storage compartments. You have an automatic climate control and the rear passengers are treated to some air vents. However, there is no center armrest. As for the sound system, well, I must say that the sound system was actually quite good. You can live with it. In terms of safety, you have 6 airbags, ABS with EBD, stability control, ISOFIX anchor points, and a 360-degree view camera, which is definitely a bonus. The camera graphics, however, look like they were borrowed from a 2005 digital camera. The Starlet Cross model range kicks off with the Starlet Cross XS manual at 299,900 and goes all the way to the Starlet Cross XR automatic at 368,500. This is the Starlet Cross manual with a recommended retail selling price of 347,500. All Starlet Cross models come with a 4-year or 60,000 km service plan, whichever comes first, as well as a 3-year or 100,000 km warranty, whichever comes first. With a recommended retail selling price of 347,500, the Starlet Cross will set you back 8,075 in terms of cost of ownership, with an installment of 6,076, assuming an interest rate of 13% over a period of 72 months. Fuel of 800 Rand, assuming you'll fill up the 37-liter tank at least once a month, and an estimated insurance of 1,200. And that brings us to 3 things I like about the vehicle and 2 things I do not like about the vehicle. 3 things I like about the vehicle. At number 1, I like its rugged looks without the SUV price. Number 2, this vehicle is fuel efficient and easy to live with. Number 3, I like the decent tech and space for a budget crossover. And 2 things I don't like about the vehicle, well, number 1, it's got no center armrest. Come on, Toyota Suzuki. And number 2, the high rev engine noise under load. It can get a bit intrusive at times. Rivals in the market for the Toyota Starlet Cross include the Suzuki Fronx, the Renault Kiger, the Kia Sonet, the Nissan Magnite, as well as the Hyundai Exter, purely based on pricing as well as size of the crossover. Is the Toyota Starlet Cross better? Well, because it's a Toyota Suzuki, you know it will be reliable, well-backed, and built with just enough personality to avoid being boring. It offers peace of mind, just the right amount of space, and better resale than most of its rivals. The Starlet Cross is not flashy, but it's honest, and sometimes that's all you really need. And that brings us to the end of the review. If you haven't yet done so and have gotten this far in the review, please be kind to like and to subscribe to the channel for more dope content like this. Well then, until next time,